Hi friend, this is Adebayo Adesega and you're welcome to another episode of Inspired by Love. Today I'm going to be sharing about the series. I've been sharing about the series of focusing on internal change, and the reason for this is because I've realized that your external world is a reflection of your internal world. Your external world is a projection of your internal world. So when you focus more on your internal world, then your external world will change drastically. You understand? If you experience chaos within, then chaos will be the result without. You understand? So stay tuned, keep watching, stay inspired. I love you. So today I'm going to be sharing something I learned from this guy on YouTube. His name is Nero Knowledge. Very interesting guy. You can watch him. You can subscribe to his channel. And he said something very powerful. He said manifestation is internally shifting to a degree in which you are no more emotionally attached to changing your reality. You understand? Let me say that again. Manifestation is internally shifting to a degree in which you are no more emotionally attached to seeing your reality change. That's so interesting. So it means that if you look at that statement, it says internally. So it means that your internal world is the first thing that you need to consider when you want to manifest anything. What is going on within you? It's so important. Like I said earlier, like your internal environment determines what goes on the external environment. So it means that we do not see reality the way it is. We see reality the way we are. So your personality is a reflection of what you see, or let me say that in reverse. What you see happen to you, or the world that you perceive, is a result of who you are. You understand? So now going back to that statement, it says internally shifting to a degree where you are no more emotionally attached to seeing your reality change. Now, the reason why you actually want to manifest is because you want your reality to change. But now the issue now is detachment from emotional attachment. You understand? So it means that, let me give a practical example. You want to become rich. You've been poor for a very long time. Your bank account has been, it has been so low, and the next thing that comes on you is the anxiety. You're so anxious of making sure that you become financially free. So of course, anxiety sets in. You're thinking about what to do. What will I do to overcome this thing? Of course, you want to go out there and work, which is very, very important. But now, looking at that statement, it says being emotionally detached from seeing your reality change. So it means that there's work to be done. There is internal work to be done. It means that you should come to a point where you know that you have it already. You have that which you want. You must come to that point. It's not until when you see that bank account increase, like seeing that, okay, now I can see money now, so now I'll be happy. You don't have to be happy, when you see the bank account increase. Do you understand? You must come to a point where you are not attached to seeing the reality change. So even when you see 0 naira in your bank account, it does not change your emotional state. You are happy, you are peaceful, it does not change you. That is the level at which you can now say, now the manifestation will come. Because one of the things about desire is that desire leads to anxiety. You desire something so much, and the next thing that comes to you is the anxiety to get it done. You start pacing. You start pacing everywhere. You start getting anxious about making it come to pass. But one of the things you need to understand is that there was something you were doing, till you got to the point where you realized that you were poor. You understand? The energy it took for you to get to the level you are needs to be changed. You need to change to a new you. So your old self needs to die. The poor you, the poverty you has to die, so that the rich you takes over. And the process of killing or killing, I should use the word killing, right? That's the process of actually killing that old self. It takes more work. You understand? Because, for example, you are 35 years old, right? Or maybe you are over 35, or maybe you are 40, and you're still poor. You understand? So it took you 40 years of habits, of actions, of thinking, of a lot of issues, beliefs, believing that you are poor for years, thinking in a particular way, acting in a particular way, feeling in a particular way for over 40 years. Now you want to change that overnight. It's not going to be possible. You want to use matter to change energy. It can't work. That's why the Bible says it clearly that flesh cannot glory in the presence of God. You understand? Because God is energy. The only way you can change your reality is by changing it from energy. So the energy it took for you to create your personality needs to be changed. You understand? So you have to change that situation from an energy perspective. You understand? So once you do that consistently, then it will get to a point where you are no more emotionally attached. In fact, the idea behind manifestation is relationship with infinite intelligence, is relationship with the intelligence that actually really make things work. Practical example, everything you can see, anything you can feel is energetic in nature. You understand? It has been proven, even your human body, if you break it down, it's all about energy. You understand? So when you break things down, material things, money, it's everything is energy. And every energy is an extension of the infinite energy, which you can call God. You can call whatever name you want to call it, the I am, the source. People, different religions, different people call it different names. You understand? Some people even call it the quantum field. You understand? So that and the relationship with the infinite intelligence is more important than seeing your reality change. When you have a consistent relationship with that intelligence, then naturally your reality will change without you having any thought about it. You understand? It will happen without, like, it will come like a surprise. It will come to a point where you just realize that, oh, you've changed, and it's just natural. You I like to talk about addiction a lot. I remember when I wanted to stop this addiction thing. I wanted to stop using cannabis and everything. I'm not now saying that you that you are doing it, you are bad. No, for me, I wanted to stop it, because it was doing harm to me than good. But I realized I was addicted. I started, you know, creating that relationship with the divine, because I knew that if I was going to use my willpower, it wouldn't work. So all I just did was make sure that I kept, having or creating that relationship with the divine intelligence, and the addiction naturally just leaves. So it is not just by saying it, just by saying that I'm going to stop, or creating one kind of I'm just going to do something. It's not just by doing, it is by creating a world where you are in relationship with the energy source, because everything is energy. Now, that being said, there are practical steps by which you can do this. I always mention meditation. Uh, Sometimes the word meditation sounds spooky, because it's a word. It's now become a cliche. Everybody mentions the word meditation, meditation, meditation. But the truth is, meditation really means becoming familiar with the unfamiliar. Now, there was a particular way you are used to. There is a in poverty, in that poverty lifestyle, there was a lifestyle that you are already familiar with. You understand, which is unconscious, which is very subconscious. Like you are not even aware that you behave in that particular way. Now, for you to change, you need to become familiar with the unfamiliar. You understand? You need to be familiar with the unfamiliar. So thank you so much. I love you. Stay inspired.